Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Dexter's Diary. I'm Dexter. What's up? I'm hoping your weekend was amazing. Mine was pretty cool for the most part. I had a good time this weekend, and now I gotta hit the ground running. So I'm in a place of transition, which is really challenging for me because it's an overhaul transition. Like, I'm moving and I'm excited about the move. I'm excited about the new place and it looks amazing. I'm excited about the environment. I feel like it's going to be one of those places that really propels me, and I have enough space to create and just really be. That being said though, I'm going batshit crazy. Like, I present a really good face, but my mind is like pure chaos. Like, I'm just like what did I get myself into? But this is the thing about transition, right? Like, we can hate the place that we are in. And I've wanted to move for a long time. I've wanted to get out of here for a long time, but the process was so daunting. And I just felt like, do I really have what it takes to like up and move and pack everything up? And I've been here for so long. But the flip side of that is that I know being here has, in some ways, kept me stagnant. Like, there's so many ghosts here, if that makes sense. And it's not like actual ghosts, but memories, and some not so good, some really great, but nonetheless, I feel like I've reached my limit. Like, I've hit that glass ceiling, and I can't do this anymore. Like, let me rephrase that. I no longer want to do this, but I don't want to pack my stuff. I don't want to get boxes. I don't want to throw things away. Like, there's a comfort in being where you are, but it's not enough, right? You can stay here and we can want to go, but staying can be limiting. And that's what I feel. I feel like I'm done. I've done everything I can in this space, and now it's time to go. But I keep going back and forth between these two mindsets, right? Like, I want to go, it's great, I see the place, it's amazing, and then I come home and I'm like, I gotta pack. I gotta put things away, I gotta throw things out. What am I keeping, what am I not taking? Putting stuff away, putting it in boxes, and then thinking about how I'm gonna have to like take it out of boxes, find another place for it, you know, like all these little things that add up, and it becomes like this huge mountain. And it's just like, mountains were made to be climbed, right? That's the whole point. And I'm okay, I can do this, but again, I'm going back and forth, and it becomes this frenzy to the point that I'm up to like 5 o'clock in the morning because I'm not sleeping, because my head is just like, ooh. And I know I'm not alone. Like, it's funny how where life meets you, right? Like, I'm running into all sorts of people. I'm meeting all sorts of people who are almost, if not in the same transition. And it's like, I'm so good with talking people off the ledge, but I'm still like tiptoeing to the front, like, maybe I could jump. But I think that's the life's way of letting me know, like you're not by yourself in this. And just as much of a frenzy is going on in your head and in your life, all these people are going through the same thing. And that's where talking about things come in, right? Because we don't talk about the frenzies that are going on in our heads. We don't talk about what's going on in our minds and our hearts and in our spirit, because it's deemed weak, or you're looked at differently because, God forbid, you're human and you're going through something. Like, everyone's going through something. Everyone at different points in their lives, and you'd be surprised when you're open about what you're going through, how many people pipe in and be like, yo, I'm going through that too. Like, I thought it was just me. I thought I was just the only one, but you're not. We're not. We're all going through it at some point in our lives. I just so happen to be around or know 5 or 6, 7 different people who we don't live anywhere near each other, but we're literally going through the same point of transition. Like, everyone's moving, everyone's trying to figure out the best way to make things happen. We're sharing tidbits, we're just voicing our frustrations, and it's so, I know the term misery loves company, but I don't think it's about being miserable. I think it's really about, again, it's a kinship. Like, I'm not by myself. It's just like Alcoholics Anonymous. Like, you want to know that you're not the only one busting down a bottle and waking up in the alley. You want to know that you're not the only one fighting your own demons. Like, we all are at some point in our lives. And again, like I said, everyone that I know is doing it right now. And it's just like, all right, February is over. March is going to be a really big thing. And in April, we'll be able to laugh about this. Like, April, the dust will settle and everything will be situated. The lease is signed, rent is paid, and we're good. But April seems so far away. April seems like it's like across, April seems like China right now. Like, excuse me, the other side of the world. And I'm really just trying to like find my quiet space and not panic. So if you're one of those people that are going through a transitional part in your life, and it doesn't always have to be about moving. You may be wanting to look for a new job. You may be moving on from a partner that is, or a relationship that no longer serves you, which I've done. Like, changed my number, blocked, deleted, did everything I needed to do. I had to shut down some things. I had to give myself the closure. Because what happens is, like, what I found for me in this transitional period, it seemed like all my exes would come out the woodworks. And I'm like, why? Like, why are you guys here? Like, what is going on? Why are you calling me? What's going on? People I haven't, like, in years, in months, just like, hey, what's up? Da-da-da. Showing up at my door. I'm like, oh, this is so intrusive. It's ridiculous. First of all, I don't do pop-ups, so don't show up at my door. Second of all, why are you here? And third of all, why are you here? And it's just like, all right, it's time to go. It's time to close these chapters. Definitely, like, just completely cement it. Get your nails, knocking, like, close it out, because I'm not taking you guys with me. I'm not taking these ghosts with me. This is not happening. Like, I had to move on in more ways than one. And it made me realize that I had been keeping chapters open that really needed to be closed, like completely closed out, like no access. Like, look, it didn't work out. I'm not a fan of the swinging door anyway, so you either in or you either out. Like your grandmama house, you're not finna be running in and out my life. You either in or you out. That's it. I'm not playing this merry-go-round of a relationship or relationships, whatever. You either in or you out. But you're asking for conclusive behavior from people who have been inconclusive. Like, it just doesn't pan out that way. And everything, that's been the thread, right? Everything has been, I've been wishy-washy with my thought process. I've been wishy-washy with things in my life. I've been wishy-washy in certain relationships. Like, we'd like to think that we can end things in a way that is amicable and still remain friends or somewhat associates or acquaintances. It doesn't pan out that way. Like, I cannot I'm not going to leave this apartment and then sublet it. Nah, I'm out. Because I don't want anything to do with this apartment anymore. I don't want anything to do with this space anymore. I don't want anything to do with anything previous. All this shit got to go. I got garbage bags lined up, clothes that doesn't fit, that don't fit anymore. I'm getting ready to get shoes and sneakers and all that stuff. Gotta go. And it pains me to do this in a way, but also it gives me some type of relief. Like, I'm not as bogged down as I was. I'm not weighed down as I was. And this is a good place to be in, right? So when it comes to transition, I think it's more so about how you look at it and then really framing your mind to see the positive in it. Because the reality is the best thing I can come up with is when you hate your job. You know you hate your job, but you're thinking like, I got bills. Some of us have children. We have responsibilities. Like, can I just up and leave this job? And a lot of people say no. A lot of people be like, oh, well, you can't leave and you don't have anything solid. And I get that. But you can stay and hate your life. You can stay. It's funny how one thing transfers into everything, right? You stay at this job and you hate your life. You hate everything that comes along with it. You hate getting up in the morning. You hate going to sleep at night because you know you have to get up in the morning to go to this job that you hate, to deal with people that you hate, to deal with everything. Like, and that's how it goes. But you can leave. You can be stealthy about it and start looking for a gig. Start, if you're gonna go to bed late, stay up, redo your resume, start sending shit out. Those sick days that you haven't been using, interview days. Like, you can get out of there. Like, you can get out of anything. And we have to stop thinking that we're stuck in these places that no longer serve us. We're stuck with these people that no longer serve us. We're stuck with anything that no longer serves us. Those jeans don't fit, toss them. Those shoes don't fit, toss them. Like, you got, everything is circulatory. You got to keep things going because you're holding on to stuff and everything greater is on the other side and you're just so stuck on this side that you can't see what's coming is better and more amazing and so much greater. So I'm letting go. I am releasing all this old energy. I'm releasing all this stagnant bullshit. I'm letting it go. I'm cutting ties. I'm letting it go. And it's crazy because even my tarot cards are like, let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And it keeps coming up and I'm like, what are you talking about? But I didn't realize how many things I needed to let go. How many things I needed to purge. How many things I was holding on to emotionally, spiritually, psychologically. I was just holding on to. And every time these cards came up, I was like, what else do I need to, I need to clean the house. Like, what else? And I'm finally there. It has finally sunk in. And I'm finally letting go. And I'm moving on to the next phase of my life. And it's a beautiful thing. I'm still going crazy, but I'm just saying it's still a beautiful thing. So don't be afraid of the transformation. Don't be afraid of the transition. Don't be afraid of the transmutation. Like, it's all part of your growth. It's all part of the process. It's really what you want. It's really what you've been asking for. So don't be afraid of it. There's going to be a bit of a frenzy. There's going to be a bit of anxiety, and it's fine. But just keep reminding yourself that this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Like, and this too shall pass. The frenzy will pass. And once the dust settles, you're just going to be so like, yo, I finally did it. Like, you're going to get up and make that cup of coffee or tea or whatever you drink in the morning. And it's just going to hit you like I did it. I did it. And that's the moment I'm looking forward to. That moment when I grab my cup of coffee, grab the leash, take the dog out in the morning, and the sun is coming up, and I'm just like, I'm here. So I hope that this helps, and I hope that your transition is amazing and not as frantic as mine has been. But just remember that it's going to be beautiful and it's going to be amazing, and you're going to love it in the end. Okay? See you later. Bye.